Hey guys, welcome back to the Minecraft video with me, and today we're looking at some cool things that people have been playing around with since 1.6 came out. However, the first thing I'm going to show you isn't actually from 1.6, it actually was possible in 1.5 that people started doing it, yet it's sort of taken more of a popularity now, and of course it starts to rain when I start to record. Anyways, just a quick note before we start, I've been away on vacation and stuff, so I couldn't bring all my expensive equipment to get broken or stolen on the plane, and plus I just wanted to keep away from that for vacation, so that's been the past few weeks, but I'm back now, and hopefully there'll be a lot more videos coming out than there normally is, so even more than normal, I'm hoping. But you know, I wanted to get a video out there as fast as possible. I've actually been working on an adventure map, and I'm going to show that off maybe in the next couple videos, one of them. It's not quite done. It's a never working progress, but it's quite cool, and I really like it. So I'm going to show that off to you and maybe ask for some ideas on that. Well, let's get started. So basically, the first thing people have been playing around with is the item frames. There's lots of cool things you can do with item frames, and if you don't know, you simply can pretty much put them on anything. I'm actually curious if you can put them on a piston. Yeah, you can. That's actually kind of cool looking. Wow. And then you can basically frame anything inside of them, such as a bed, and then rotate it however you want. Yeah. So, that is that. But there's been a lot of things people have been able to do. I mean, this is just showing it flipped. It kind of looks like an aerial faithfully a little bit. You can put two items in the item frame at once. And, well, at least it looks like it. For example, there's this blaze radicos's pumpkin pie, like crossing it out. And this one demonstrates how it can be a little bit glitchy sometimes, like that. Cross-referencing or something, the aim is. And, but a lot of the other ones are just fine. This is my favorite. Creepers can see you and you can't see them. Watch out. Because, oh my god. Because the creepers' colors are a lot similar to the vines. And so, putting two items in an item frame, or two items look like they're an item frame, works really well with putting things behind vines, bars, and glass panes, because they fill up a lot of the screen. This is my all-time favorite any item frames, but also works well to demonstrate, like, this is a jail, or keep out or I will jail you, or something. And I'll explain how to do this just after I show these off. But putting an item frame inside of an item frame, and then putting an item so that it looks like it's hanging inside of that, looks really cool, such as with this redstone dust. You know, that's just the glass panes with horse armor beside it. That one's, you know, that's okay. And putting a block behind it, whatever block is behind the item frame, works. It really changes it, such as this piston as we showed. But how to not put it on a fence? Well, first let me show you how to create this thing. So you put a fence down, right? And then you put an item frame down. That's normal. But then you go behind it and place some more item frames. And then what you can do is put the item like normal, and then you kind of have to glitch out a bit into the block. You have to go inside of it, almost behind it, and add another item. And that just rotated it, but sometimes you can get it if you're glitching out. There we go. So you see now there's a bed and a record inside of this one item frame, and they're cross-referencing as well. So that's how you do it, and you can do more than two, but it gets harder after two. It's just kind of like a spam click until you get it again. It's not as precise as putting the second one on. However, it does work. Now, the only way to do that is to get behind it, which is basically only possible with a fence. But they'll work if you simply replace it very quickly with a block. And I'm just using a piston just cause, but any block will work. And so you can put it on whatever you want, like a normal item frame, by just doing that. So that's what people have been playing around with a lot. There's like cool railroad crossing signs with a bunch of picks in it, and all this other cool things that you can demonstrate now that people weren't really seeing that you could do before. So it's really cool just with the textures, and that'll work even better with like texture packs and resource packs now. Now, the second thing that I actually kind of want to add into my adventure map that I discovered is when you run on carpets, you get the particle effects from running from the block below, because carpets don't really have a hitbox that you're on. And so basically you're not walking on it, so you're walking on the block below it still technically. You're passing through it. And that's why the particle effects. But if you jump, you're in the next block above, and so it thinks you're on the carpet, and then you get the carpet effect. So see, it turns blue. So it's dirt, and then it's blue carpet. And so that works with any surface. If you see I'm running on there's purple particle effects. That is because there is purple wool below it, and I think this would work really cool on some mini games where you have to like track the person or follow them. Anyways, it's really cool and it shows off well. And this one finally it's more demonstrating again, like there are pistons below it, piston heads, but it shows the texture of like the cobble that the piston is made of. So they're not entirely perfect, and again this one shows dirt when it's actually grass because there's not it shows you kicking up dirt when you do it. So it's not 100% accurate, but I'd like to do some adventure map where it's like, try and guess what block is below you, throw it in this hopper here, and you will, you'll get to move on or something. So that's all I really wanted to show you for today, besides this one last little trick that I can do with effects and stuff. And I have a whole layout of all the effects of times 100 for 10 seconds, and I was playing around with them, except for, did I add the new one? No, I didn't. I just stopped at wither. So I haven't added the new absorption effect yet. But I will. Anyways, there's this thing. Let's do /game mode 0. And we're going to hop in here and see if it works. Whoa. Okay, so my hearts are flashing. It's all shaky. And it's, all my bars have gone to 0. They're all, black. And so that's basically just a few of the effects combining together. And now I'm having hunger hurt me. /game mode 1. So those are some cool, I want people to play around with effects. So that's something that you can definitely do. And having some jump boost or something is always fun. But, some new stuff as well. So thank you all for watching. I hope you do some cool stuff with what I've showed you. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.